My parents threatened to call my boss and accuse me of embezzlement if I didn't pay for my golden child brother's $50,000 wedding, but they forgot I work in cybersecurity. I was sitting in my office, finally enjoying the view from the promotion I'd spent 7 years grinding for, when my phone buzzed. It was a group text from my mom. Family meeting, tonight, 7 p.m. Do not be late. No, hello, no, how are you? Just a demand. I almost didn't go. I hadn't spoken to my brother Tyler in 3 years, not since he stole my identity to buy a jet ski and stuck me with the credit score hit. But my dad called and said it was a life or death emergency involving mom's health. When I got to their house, mom looked perfectly healthy. She was sitting at the dining table with Tyler and his fiancée, Tiffany. They had wedding brochures spread out everywhere like they were planning a royal coronation. Tyler was smirking, that same smug look he had when he bullied me in high school. My dad didn't even offer me a seat. He just slid a contract across the table. It was an invoice for the Grand Plaza Hotel. Total cost, $52,000. We need you to wire this by Friday, my dad said, his voice flat. Tyler and Tiffany deserve the best, and since you're the big shot CEO now, it's your duty to provide. I laughed. I actually laughed in their faces. I told them I wouldn't give Tyler a single cent after what he did to my credit. I told them to get a loan. That's when the mood shifted. My mom stopped smiling. She pulled out a manila folder. We thought you might say that, she said, her voice dripping with fake sweetness. So we prepared a little insurance. She opened the folder. Inside were faked bank statements. They looked incredibly real. They showed transfers from my company's accounts into an offshore shell corporation. If you don't pay for the wedding, she whispered, we're sending these to your board of directors. We'll tell them our son is an embezzler. You'll lose your job, your reputation, and probably go to prison. Who are they going to believe? Your loving parents or the greedy son? I felt the blood drain from my face. It was extortion, pure and simple. Tyler chimed in. Just pay it, bro. Consider it a tax for being the favorite. They gave me 24 hours. I walked out of that house shaking with rage. I sat in my car for an hour, just staring at the steering wheel. I wanted to burn the world down. They were willing to destroy my entire life for a party. But then, my training kicked in. I work in digital forensics. I don't just secure data, I find the people who fake it. I went home and didn't sleep. I pulled up the metadata from the proof photos my mom had texted me earlier. They were sloppy, amateurs. I traced the document creation back to Tyler's laptop, but I didn't stop there. Since Tyler was still using my old Netflix password, I managed to get his IP address. From there, I legally accessed the public Wi-Fi logs he was using. I found everything. The next night, I went back to their house. They were popping champagne, celebrating their victory. Tyler saw me and grinned. Ready to pay up, little man? Actually, I said, pulling out my own laptop and connecting it to their living room TV. I'm here to counteroffer. I hit play. The screen filled with a video. It wasn't the fake bank statements. It was footage from a hidden camera inside a warehouse 3 towns over. It showed Tyler and my dad stripping copper wire out of stolen construction vehicles. The room went so quiet you could hear the champagne bubbles popping. I found this while digging into your finances, I said calmly. It turns out the reason you need money for the wedding isn't because you're broke. It's because dad needs to pay off the $80,000 settlement to the construction company he robbed to keep Tyler out of jail last year. My mom dropped her glass. It shattered on the floor. Tiffany looked at Tyler with horror. You told me you were an investor, she screamed. I have already sent this footage to the district attorney, I said, closing my laptop. And the extortion attempt? I recorded our entire conversation yesterday. That's with the police right now. My dad tried to lunge at me, but he tripped over the rug. I walked out while sirens wailed in the distance. Tyler and my dad are currently serving 8 years for grand larceny and extortion. My mom lost the house to pay for their legal fees and is now living in a trailer. Tiffany left Tyler immediately and actually sent me a thank you card for saving her from marrying a felon. I kept my job, got a raise, and bought myself a $52,000 sports car. Every time I drive it, I think of the wedding that never happened.